Welcome to Genealogy the Smart Way. My name is Heather Stovall and I'm the Smart Genealogist. Today's video is not a how-to video. It includes some advanced DNA topics that we will go through quickly to show my overall results. I'm using a presentation format to simplify protecting the living, and I will make more instructional type videos of these topics in the future. I'm sharing my excitement about a brick wall that I broke yesterday using DNA and a new feature in an amazing program, BanyanDNA. My brick wall question was, who was the mother of William Stewart, born about 1837 in Ireland, the husband of Catherine Morrison and the son of Alexander Stewart? That wasn't the question I was actually trying to answer on Monday. My actual question then was, how does this unidentified cluster of DNA matches fit in my tree? In the past, I had used the basic shared matches to determine that these matches fit into my Stewart-Morrison line. But could I figure out how? Using the enhanced shared matches, which requires a subscription to Ancestry Pro Tools, I discovered 5 matches that were fairly closely related to each other. I put the matches into a new BanyanDNA project and entered the amount of DNA that they each shared with each other from the enhanced shared matches. With the amount of shared DNA, it was obvious that 3 of the matches were sisters. 2 looked like half-siblings or possibly an aunt and a nephew, and the 2 subclusters were looking about in the cousin range. I then looked at the trees of my matches. One of the matches had a small tree, and the aunt-nephew matches had tiny trees. It was enough to identify how the matches were related to each other. This small tree had back to Michael Stewart, born about 1847 in Ireland. That was exciting, but I kept calm, well, at least on the outside. Before I got too excited, I wanted to see if I had everyone positioned correctly. So I ran a validation check in BanyanDNA and got an excellent result. So far, so good. I had a hypothesis. It seemed that Michael Stewart, the ancestor of the matches, might be the brother of William Stewart, my ancestor. So I added myself and my line of ancestors up to William Stewart into BanyanDNA. I went back to Ancestry and filtered the matches enhanced shared matches with the star favorites group, which I used to mark matches that I have already fit into my tree. I entered those matches into BanyanDNA with the known places in the tree and added the DNA amounts. I then connected up Michael Stewart and William Stewart together as if they were siblings and ran a validation calculation. I got a great result. This looked promising. But of course, it was already late at night. Time for bed. Although I admit it did take some time to get to sleep as I was busy thinking about my next steps. Tuesday arrived and I decided to spend a little time on Facebook before getting focused on my genealogy. To my surprise, I saw an announcement in the BanyanDNA Facebook group for a new enhancement which perfectly fit my project. The validation calculation would now give us a chi-squared value. I know it is a part of statistical analysis, and that it is a value between 0 and 1, and that the closer to 1, the more likely the data fits. I may understand more soon, as the BanyanDNA newsletter will have some information in its next issue, but that is still in the future, at least for me. But my limited knowledge was enough to go for it. I had figured there was 4 main scenarios to try. Michael Stewart and William Stewart as siblings, as uncle or nephew, as first cousins or half-siblings. I felt that there could be more options, but that the results of these scenarios would help me decide if I needed to try more. Running each scenario, I got the following chi-squared values. 0.87 for siblings, 0.29 uncle nephew, 0.02 for first cousins, and 0.30 for half siblings. This made me fairly confident that they were siblings. So now it was off to research at Ancestry. Using quick and dirty methods, I quickly found hints that support the trees given by the matches. I reviewed the information I knew about William Stewart's father from his marriage record. His father was Alexander Stewart, and he was a coachman. Honestly, that was about all I had. It was time to really research Michael Stewart. Using the hint system at Ancestry, I found a photo of the marriage record for Michael Stewart that someone had posted. And my heart beat faster. As I read the record, I saw father's name, Alexander Stewart. Occupation, coachman. Deceased. Okay, so I now have a range of years for Alexander's death. Mother's name, Mary Stewart. Maiden name, Nelson. I started really doing genealogy research in 1985. I had found William Father's name in about 1990. I had pretty much given up hope of finding his mother's name, but here it is. I kept calm. No, I really didn't. I was starting to do little dances and calling my kids to come see, and they went, "Okay, Mom, that sounds cool." I was floating through the rest of the day because a brick wall has fallen. Thank you for watching Genealogy the Smart Way, and if you like this video, you might like to watch another one. Also, please click on like and subscribe. I'm also curious, what video would you like me to see? Is there something from this one um, that has given you questions and you'd like the answers? Or perhaps you'd like an instructional video on how to do some of these steps. Again, if you like the video, please click on like and subscribe, and I hope you have a great day. Make sure you put some genealogy in it. Thank you.